Episode 11 of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage might have finally disclosed the true cause of Georgie and Mandy's breakup. The second expansion series in the Big Bang Theory universe, Montana Jordan and Emily Osment's new program, picks up just 2 months after the Young Sheldon conclusion. However, because it had very little in common with the nerd-centric sitcom, it is not plagued by any of the continuity problems that plagued its predecessor. Since Georgie, played by Jerry O'Connell, only made an appearance at the end of the flagship series, little is known about this time in his life. Nonetheless, Georgie and Mandy's first marriage's plotline must adhere to just 2 main plots in order to be cohesive. First of all, while working at the McAllisters company, Georgie becomes a prosperous tire entrepreneur, something that this sequel spinoff is avidly pursuing. More interestingly, Mandy and Georgie finally part ways. Given that Georgie and Mandy's first marriage is still in its early stages of production, this is a little more difficult to execute. Nevertheless, a house divided has made a compelling argument for what ultimately leads to their split. Mary makes a comeback to see baby Cece in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage following the tearful Thanksgiving episode. Unfortunately, when Sheldon's mother finds out that she has been included in her grandchild's photo album, what should have been a pleasant time spent together devolves into a full-fledged argument with Audrey. Given that the in-laws haven't gotten along since they first met, this feud shouldn't come as a surprise. The way their argument impacts Georgie and Mandy is the more intriguing aspect of the story. The two are, of course, in the center of the issue, which strains their own marriage. Despite the fact that Georgie and Mandy have a long history of disagreements, their most recent one feels more severe because neither of them should be involved. It may ultimately result in their divorce for precisely this reason. They are powerless to change their mother's behavior because they have no direct control over it. It's evident that Mary and Audrey are still not fond of one another, which suggests that another argument is imminent, even if Georgie and Mandy's first marriage episode 10 concludes with an agreement that would maintain a cordial relationship between them. If this pattern persists, Georgie and Mandy will eventually absorb the argument as themselves, which will cause a rift between them. Their mother's most recent quarrel had a major effect on the couple's marriage, and it's likely that these arguments will only worsen in the future. It's challenging enough to navigate life as a young married couple with a child. There is no need for the two to be separated by any additional outside influences. Although Georgie and Mandy's first marriage makes it obvious that they genuinely love one another and wish to work things out, their show will eventually have to conform to the canon. Despite its ongoing popularity, Young Sheldon had to terminate for this reason, and it's hard to picture Chuck Lorre and his staff breaking continuity for the next series. It is more tragic when Mary and Audrey's argument is cited as the cause since it indicates that their situation has driven them apart. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more videos.